My brief talk this evening is entitled A Community of Possibilities. And a lot of times Aisha knows and a lot of the families know, I'm always talking about the possibilities, what's possible, how can we make things better in our community. And I share this with just such a deep passion because as someone who was a young mother who used the services of Horizon, actually our CEO was someone who helped me almost 20 years ago when my second son was an infant. And to be able to come full circle and to be asked to sit on her board and serve proudly, and then to work with the Family Success Center tirelessly to bring resources. When I was asked to speak this evening, the only thing I could think of is a community of possibilities. You know, anybody with eyes can see that the Jersey City waterfront has changed. There is now an organic dry cleaners down by the waterfront, you know, very expensive hotels. But then we're in Greenville. We're in the 07306 and the 07304 and the 07305. But instead of us trying to be upset or hurt that these other areas are being developed and we're almost forgotten, we all have so many possibilities right in our own area code, right in our own zip code, excuse me. We have our Family Success Center. We have Diana Santiago, who is the director of our prevention services, who I sent countless people to her. I send people to Diana that don't even belong in prevention services. I'm like, listen, I have a friend who needs X. And I always say, just call Diana, because I know she can refer them to the right places. You know, I look at Jersey City as someone who had her children in here, achieved a certain level of success, and when I came back to Jersey City, I realized Jersey City is not going to change unless I step my feet in, I help, and I try to pull people with me. At this juncture, I've written 8 books, and my very first book was written in the public library. The free public library and the people at the free public library were so generous and were so encouraging when I told them I wanted to write a book. They let me stay past the 30-minute time limit. They let me stay a little bit later. They were getting ready to close. They would shut all the other computers off and let my computer stay so I can save my work. We, the people that are here this evening, need to look at Jersey City and realize there's so many possibilities right in our own backyard. We have access. Our council people, they are here. We can't say that we cannot reach out to them, that we cannot connect with them. Right here, the CEO of Horizon is right here. When there is a will, there is a way. I want to share one very short story. When I first came to the Family Success Center, I had just moved back into the area from Atlanta, and I actually called Horizon and I said, listen, you guys helped me so much many years ago. Can I lick envelopes? And they said, well, you know, we have an organization across the street that may be able to, or that can possibly use your services or use a volunteer. And the young lady at the time, Talia Welch, God bless her, I think she thought I was crazy because I called and I said, I just want to help. And she said, well, we have a meeting coming up, and I went head first in. Whatever they needed, I was there. And everybody does not have the luxury of time, and I call it the luxury of time. I had the luxury of time. But you know something? If you have an extra hour, or your neighbor's kid needs to be watched, or somebody needs to go to the grocery store and they don't have a car, help them out. I hear it time and time again. Everybody's mumbling and grumbling about Bergen Avenue, about West Side. You know, the kids wear their pants sagging. We're afraid to talk to these young people because we don't know. Well, you know what? My community is more important to me than what some young kid might have to say. I still take the bus. I have a car, but I commute just like a lot of other people. We take the path, we take all types of public transportation. And when the little girls are saying sassy things, I'll just, whisper, you are so pretty. That doesn't sound very nice. I've said it, and my son's like, there you go. Oh, you always open it up your mouth. I'm like, well, I'm saying it for selfish reasons because he probably thinks she's cute, and I don't want her as a girlfriend for myself. So, let me tell you, any young lady between like 18 and 21, if I see you doing something sideways and you are a potential girlfriend for my son, I will say something. myself the next time? It may not. But you know what? I can sleep at night knowing I said something. Knowing that I at least made a difference or some impact on somebody else's life. When I die, I want to hear, "Well done, my good and faithful servant." And that's really exactly what I want to hear. I want to know that my life was used, that the things that I went through were not a waste, that the connections that I made were not a waste. I am a big believer in using your cell phone and all these contacts that we have. We can text people, we can Facebook people. I'll share this with you very quickly. Everybody knows how our economy tanked in 2008, right? I had this beautiful office overlooking Times Square, had amazing clients, but the money just wasn't there. Business totally dried up. So December of 2008 came and I received a notice that my cell phone was getting ready to get shut off. My husband, who is my de facto funder for all of my projects, who happens to be sitting right there, finally said to me, "No." I was like, "No." "You mean no?" He was like, "No, we don't have it." And I'm like, "Well, we have to have it. Like, do something magic. You always say yes." And he said, "No." So I was like, wow. After I got over the fact that he just said no, I was so embarrassed because I could not have my cell phone disconnected because everybody thinks Saideh's got this great career, she's got this great agency, she's got money. I literally I had 982 contacts in my phone at the time. I sent an email and a text message to every single one of them. "Listen, I can't pay my cell phone bill, can you help me?" I got so many, "Are you serious?" And then I saw a friend like a week later, God bless him, he was like, "I thought it was a joke." But some did not. A friend of mine literally called me, because my phone was still on, paid, my bill was like $140 or $150, put $100 on her credit card right then and there. Some other guy sent me $50 through PayPal. He said, "I don't know how I got on your list, but you didn't let pride stop you." He sent me $50 through PayPal. My hands to heaven, and we're in a church. I had so much money pouring in, I literally had to tell people to stop sending me money through PayPal. This is the truth, I tell you no lie. Even weeks later, I was getting like $5 bills in the mail. So what I did was I sent a message to all of these people that said, "I'm going to hold this money because my cell phone bill for that month and the next month were now paid, but I'm going to hold it so if anybody should ever ask me, I can help them." If that is not a prime example of a community of possibilities, I do not know what is. These contacts we have in our phone, the relationships you have, your neighbors, use them. We are in very, very, very tough financial times right now. I hear a lot of people of color. I speak to a lot of women entrepreneurs. "Oh, I can't get a loan." White people are not getting loans either. Like, this is real talk. I have a client, we just tried to get her a loan that went down from $30,000 to $25,000 to $20,000, and she still didn't get it. A business loan for $20,000 years ago was pretty much you just sign your name and you got the money. They're not even getting loans. So to all of those people that turn their nose up at your side hustle, you're braiding hair in the kitchen, or you're babysitting, or you're cooking dinners, or, "Oh girl, what you doing now? You always doing something." That's right, you keep doing it.
That's right.
You keep doing it, because if the people in your community, this person you braid her hair for $20, this person you braid your hair. I know a guy selling t-shirts in Harlem. He gets Obama and all these things on the t-shirts. He's selling $15 t-shirts. You selling up $15 t-shirts, you're at $300, $200-300. Last time I checked, 9 times 4 is $300. You make it $9 an hour and you work 40 hours. 9 and 9 is 8. That's $360 before taxes. You reach out to your community. Reach out to your politicians. Reach out to organizations like Horizon, organizations that helped me 20 years ago. I guess my charge to everybody this evening is to look at what we have. Look at what your organic skills are. Look at what your organic talents are, and see how you can use that, number one, to edify your community, And number two, to help yourself. We've heard time and time again from everybody that has stood up here how the government is reducing, how budgets are tight, and my budget is tightened too, right in my house. But you have to make the best with what you have. We have to make Jersey City a better place. And in the spirit of Jersey City being a community of possibilities, we have to reach out and literally be a community. Not pockets and individual segments of people that don't talk to this person because they feel some kind of way, and this person doesn't feel this way because this person said, well, this person's son is mad at my son, so now utter foolishness, because we're all poor. It's the truth. How many times do you hear, well, this person's mother is mad at this person, and this person's cousin was fighting in school? Y'all still all living on Bergen Avenue. You cut from the same cloth. So I think really at this point where we are in 2012, where budgets and finances are so low for community programs, if you have a piece of bread, give it to your neighbor. I am here to tell you, as much money and prestige and cachet that I bring to my career every day, 2.5 short years ago, I could not pay my cell phone bill. And this is being recorded, and all the people that sent me money, they will attest to that. But if it were not for the generosity of the people in my phone, the community that I have cultivated, I wouldn't have had a phone. $5 makes a difference. So tonight, I'm happy that we're here talking about Black history, but my talk is not even about Black history. We're talking about socioeconomic issues. Because right now, it's not a black, white, brown issue. It's a 1%, 99% issue. And that's really the reality. So as we leave this evening, and as we fellowship, and as we eat, and as we connect, think about how you can make a difference. How Jersey City, and I'm giving those zip codes for very, very specific reasons, the most high crime rate zip codes in Jersey City, how we can really make Jersey City a community of possibilities. I encourage you, use the services of the Family Success Center. Use the services of Horizon, the services that are not free, but we can really help you. Use those services, and you will really be surprised how one person turns into 2, turns into 3, turns into 4, and in 5 years, maybe, just maybe, you'll be proud of where you live. And you won't throw your garbage on the street, or you won't curse on the bus, or you won't be disrespectful to the young lady that's walking past you. Have an investment. And you know what? Right now I feel like I'm preaching to the choir because we're all here. But it's us, every single person sitting at this table, that has the power to turn Jersey City around. Thank you so much for listening. Please stay with us, join us. Maxine, thank you so much because you've just become my de facto home. If I'm not at home, I'm at the Family Success Center doing something. And Tamara, thank you so much for accepting me and my inquisitive self and my ball of energy into being able to at least give back to Horizon, which I love from my heart so, so dearly. I want us to thrive, and I want us to do well. To Ms. Richardson, thank you so much for coming this evening. And to Pastor, thank you so much for allowing us to use your space this evening. And to all of our representatives from the state, thank you for coming, and I'll see you all in June.